This ain't a rap
Cause she's still my wife. It ain't no paperwork.
I love that. I love that.
Where he saw beauty in me that I didn't see in myself at the time.
Like, that's not what I need.
It used to be a time that fairy tales were true. The king and the queen and all the pills were blue. But then the pill changed, the red pill's the truth. Forget the married life, I got better things to do. Stack money, travel the world. When you're getting it like that. Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notifications button. And leave a comment. Let me know exactly what you think about this video. Next, I will not be talking about all women, even though it feels like it. And if you haven't subscribed to my second channel, Life with Anthony Spade, the link is in the description. Or you can go to the homepage where that's the channel where you get to see more deep detail as to who I am. All right, today I'm going to be reacting to two videos. The first video is going to be Kanye West ranting about his marriage with Kim Kardashian. The second video is going to be JADA saying that Will Smith saved her from the streets when she was in the streets running around being a bad girl. And the third video is just going to be something I found on World Star where a woman is actually crying about her job. All right. With no further ado, let's get to it.
Cause she's still my wife. It ain't no paperwork.
I love that. I love that.
Kanye West just made it crystal clear he wants Kim Kardashian back. Today, the Grammy winner appeared on Revolt's podcast, Drink Champs, marking the rapper's first big interview since the release of Donda.
SNL making my wife say I divorced him on TV because they just wanted to get that bar off, and I ain't never even seen the papers. We not even divorced.
Wow.
So how we? Because that ain't no joke to me.
Of course.
And that's something that you guys have to understand as well. We talk a lot about celebrities and why celebrities are always going through problems. The problem is the moment you sign that dotted line with a label, with a production company, you now become their property, and their property is entertainment. Your life becomes entertainment. They're going to make you rich. They're going to make sure you have the house. They're going to make sure you have the jewelry. They're going to make sure you have the clothes. They're going to make sure that you are famous. But they're also going to make sure that there's always something happening in your life. This is why rappers are always losing loved ones. This is why celebrities are always divorcing and remarrying. It's because there's a theme that's going on that these production companies are feeding to fans in order for fans to keep clicking, in order for fans to keep watching, in order for fans to keep going to the stores, buying the things to idolize their favorite celebrity.
When I divorced him, you have to know it came down to just one thing: his personality. I know that sounds mean, but people keep telling me that comedy comes from truth. And if there's one thing that I always strive to be, it's genuine.
My kids want their parents to stay together. Right. I want us to be together. But
I want y'all to be together too.
If you look at the media, that's not what they promoting. Right. That's not what they want. They want it to be a new wedding, a new episode, a new TV show. And then they have people all around in my wife's ear. You know what I'm saying? This is a publicist that's next to her. I don't with her.
He makes a lot of sense because he's right there. He's one of those people that is in Hollywood. He is in the limelight. He is one of the biggest stars on the planet, but he doesn't follow their agenda. He actually does his own thing, but in the process of doing his own thing, he always gets looked at as being crazy.
I want to pull my family back together. I'm assuming this interview is not that helpful to that. That's my family, Hulu.
Of course, after 20 seasons on E!, the Kardashian-Jenner family is now gearing up for their new reality series on Hulu.
See, what you guys got to understand about Kanye, he may be wild, he may be crazy, but he's just like me. He's a Gemini like me. Some don't believe, but yes, I understand what he's saying sometimes. We do what we want to do. He's not afraid to say how he feels. A lot of people may say he's a narcissist, but one thing that you can't say about Kanye is that he is a bot. Time after time, he's showing you that he cannot be programmed at all to push agendas. But his wife can be programmed to push agendas. Why? Because that's what she's been taught to do. She was doing that before she met him. Matter of fact, he probably didn't even want Kim Kardashian if she was just a regular woman because she didn't look that good. Everything that you see is plastic surgery. She has been molded and bred to be eye candy for girls to want to be like.
A source previously told ET she had dinner with Pete Davidson in Staten Island on Tuesday night. The dinner date marks the second sighting for the 41-year-old reality star and the 27-year-old comedian after they...
See, like, this type of stuff right here is Hollywood stuff. Like Kanye just told you, He didn't even get any paperwork. He didn't get any paperwork about the divorce. They just have their life on display. And now she looks like she's getting in another relationship, but she's really not. You're not going to be able to top Kanye. You have 5 kids with Kanye. All they're doing is just feeding fake fantasies to women. Why do they keep feeding this to women? Simple. Because women live in themes. I keep trying to tell you guys that. They live from storyline to storyline to storyline. The more money they get, the worse they're going to live in themes. A woman with money, whether she's married or whether she got it on her own, is not a good look because it allows her to live out a fairy tale. Right? Speaking of fairy tales, now we're going to get into another video with Jada Pinkett and Piers Morgan, where she talked about Will Smith saving her from the streets.
I would say Will came at a time in my life where he saw beauty in me that I didn't see in myself at the time. And, you know, he saw a diamond in the rough and he kind of picked me up and blew off all the dust and said, I'm telling you, I'm going to make you shine, girl.
Well, he certainly did, looking at that.
Right, and that's what a lot of you beta males want to do. That's what most guys that get hurt, that's what you want to do. You see a woman like this, you fall for her because you're attracted to her, but you also see her humbleness and angriness in the inside and you just want to make her smile. So you want to take her out the streets and you want to make her good. But there's a problem. Her mindset has already been formed since a child. That's why you can't turn a bad girl good. When a good girl going bad, she's going forever. You may be able to get her to act for a small period of time, but she will always revert back to the only things that she knows and feels. Even after 30 years, Jada Pinkett Smith ended up reverting back to doing street stuff. Like, think about it. Famous, rich, nice husband, good kids, but still out here doing the same thing as a hood rat who doesn't have anything. Now we're going to get to the last video. It's just going to be a girl on World Star who just can't.
Fuck DoorDash and people who decide to live in apartments. Like, you make it so hard for me to find where you live. I've been circling around your goddamn place for 20 minutes. 20 minutes. And I have no idea where the fuck they live.
This is a woman trying to work a job, but can't think. You have to realize she's also pretty. The prettier they are, the dumber they're gonna be when it actually comes down to living real life. Why? Because guys are always catering to pretty women. Pretty women never adapt adjustments. They only adjust to manipulating men. They can't adjust to actually doing things in life that they need to do to survive. They live their life based off their looks, manipulating men's thoughts. And this is what happens when they actually have to work hard and don't know how to think.
I've been eating their fries. They're like apartment 23, but their address says 2919. I've been looking for 2919. And I asked them, I'm like, is it 2919? And they're like, it's building 23. Like, that's not what I'm asking.
And this is where we're at, gentlemen. This is where we're at. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the videos. Hopefully you learned something from the videos. Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels. My second channel is more of a personal channel. I don't even talk about women at all. All right? Hasta la vista.